Hey there, welcome back guys. This video special thanks to Coco for sending us the Action 5 Pro Fly Mile hand grip to make things a little more easier. An old school camera click and experience at the touch of a button. So without any further ado, let's get started. Let's see what's inside. Here it is right here, the Fly Mile Action 5 Pro number 5 hand grip. And everything is inside and in store for you. Wow, like really nice little, looks like tether. You won't lose it. So if you decide to take it on a water slide, if they let you, some of these water parks are okay, and some of them are not okay with the selfie stick. So it all depends. So check before you go, or make sure you're checked in, so that you can check back out and come back in case you need to put this back in your car. So this is really nice right here. Wow, really nice rope for the climbing experience. And if you want something a little less rugged, there's something a little more subtle that works out just right for you. This is really nice. So you decide, but you have two options. And then we have here a little cheat sheet. It goes into the camera and connects really easily, streamlining the experience, making it as easy as 1, 2, 3. Let's see what we have here. Remember, we do all our unboxing experiences are genuine. We don't repackage it, but we kind of know what we're getting beforehand because they send us the spec sheet. We want to be wowed too, just like you. Oh wow, a little heavy, but definitely doable. You know, for if you want that experience. And oh wow, looks like has a little thing over here. We can figure out how to open this thing. This slides out, a little shoe mount, right? So we can pull it. It's a little hard to remove, but once it's removed, you know, you can put whatever accessory you want there, but it covers up. A little hole over there. It's pretty self-explanatory and intuitive because it looks like this slides out like that. We like a good puzzle every now and again, which is really cool. And as you can see, it's just protective. So, you know, you have that experience so that you can actually, you know, you could activate it via voice and not worry about, you know, the other buttons getting damaged. You can say, I forget what the command is, start recording, I believe it is. You know, so knowing that and moving forward, a little accessory there, and then we can put this back on. This slides back on really easily, like that. See? Just requires a little push. So we have that. And then you press this button right here and slide your camera in. And it clicks. This is really nice. They really thought of that. And then we have this part right here, as you can see. And then if we squeeze it like this, you have an additional protective case. Oh, so now, wow, this feels lighter than the original one that comes with that. So you can keep this case, right, and there have the full experience. And then, oh, so much better than the other one, than squeezing it in. Look at that. As you can see, never seen this thing before, but it's really intuitive. As for putting it back together, if we can remember, this goes like this, right? For that action shot adventure, but you would access your camera like that. Or you can say take photo or start recording, you know, whatever rocks your boat. But as you can see here, from right over here, if we slide this thing back on, right? So if we just put this on like that, as you can see, we can still access the button like that. So you have that double protection, and make sure this is clicked in like that. There's a little empty space there, but just remember, you have your tether experience here for that water slide or other adventure. But just remember, it is a little bit more of a rugged metal. So just be careful so that it doesn't hit you or knock you out when you go bump on the water slide. But definitely, if this thing was going to go into the rocks, they've got you covered. And again, you can access your camera from here by pressing that. You can have an additional accessory put on here, and it slides from the front or from the back. So you decide, you know, which way. Well, this one actually slides off from one direction. But again, you decide if you want it on there or not. For me, honestly, I think I would probably slide this off and use it like this. But as you can see, that's what this is for. When you press it right here, it triggers that right there. But let's put it on the camera and have a look to see its functionality. So again, in order to take it off, this doesn't have to come off. You can leave this on, and it has a little hole there, so you can actually attach it to the tripod. And of course, the holes here should be accessible. But you know, this doesn't have to come off because look, we can slide the camera in, which is really nice. It maintains the continuity. But remember, when this comes off, we also have the mounts underneath there. Okay, remember, by default, your camera mounts should work. So let's see. We're going to take this one apart, and let's see what we have here. Hopefully it still records. Let's sync everything. 1, 2, 3, because this is connected to the computer, so we might disconnect accidentally. See, there you go. So then we'll just press record again, right? So that it records the full experience that we have moving forward. Sync everything, 1, 2, 3, because that one's still recording, and then we just match everything with the clap. For those of you who are curious, no, it's not an OCD thing. It's how you sync the audio to both videos, because this one's recording separately from there. So knowing that and moving forward, now we can remove the camera. Looks like you have access to the the side doors, which is great, but this one already has its case on there. So we're going to remove this one and compare the difference. There I am here, but I'll probably edit that part out. So this one, as we know by default, has to push up and out. And sometimes it's tricky to get it out, and sometimes it's actually tricky to get it back in, because as you see, it's dependent on the pressure coming from that angle. And knowing that, moving forward, looks like there is no pressure from this angle over here. Just making sure it's still recording, because at the touch of a button, looks like you can just slide in your camera and just match up the, oh wow, they really thought about this. Match up the holes, the red to the red. And this should, wow, click right in. Kind of neat, huh? And then, yeah, everything works. So look underneath there. We have our access to the full mount and additional DJI accessories by default, which we should have one laying around here somewhere, right? If we can't find one, it's probably out there, but let's see if it actually mounts back on here or to one of our other thingies down here, which would be, there we go. Original DJI components. Can we mount it to the tripod? Yeah, we can. And then of course they're always tricky to get out, but it clicked in. There we go. Kind of neat, huh? Except it's upside down, but that's okay. That's because of the way it's recording, but the video can be flipped over if need be. You know, there we go. Well, we fix that later post-production, but will it come off? And voila. But let's see if we can put it the other way on the other mount. Let's say you're a TikToker, right? And you want to have your portrait mode. So we can wait for that click and whoops. It stopped recording accidentally, but let's see if it'll press record. Kind of neat, huh? It will record, and it just stuck back on, but I have to turn that off to re-sync the audio. Since we lost the recording, as you can see, if you're a TikToker, it will, but we just have to make it tighter on my tripod here so it doesn't fall off. But as you can see, they thought of everything, including except the kitchen sink, and that works like that. But the full experience is so that you can hold it like a regular camera without having to buy one. So there we go. And that's what you really want. And will it fit my wrist? Yeah, because my wrists are kind of big. But yeah, it gives you that full camera experience. And make sure it's clicked in. Make sure you hear that click. And then we can stop recording. And then moving forward, we can access our menu here. And I can't remember. Oh, there we go. So I have not taken pictures with this, but in a long time. But now you can. See that? It still works. This is really nice. Definitely creates a new kind of experience for those. And this would add additional weight to it though, but it is there as an option. You know, it kind of is a protective cover. I'm going to show you what's inside the bag, but as you can see, it will still access the button and everything works with that too. But there's also something else here. Not sure what this is, but it has a little piece right here. It might be in the cheat sheet, but for those of you who know what this is, if you're a camera person, most likely it's some other mounting device. Look at that, maybe for the bigger tether, for the clips, so that you could possibly screw this somewhere. Right about here. Put this on like that, and you can change the tethers, or remember, you could use it for your camera, your tripod, if you have one of those things that go on that way. Whoops, it's still taking pictures, and as you can see, a little bit more rugged experience, maybe for that climber, adventurer, and you know, and you just want to protect the investment even more. It does come with a cover, which is great. What is this thing right here? Oh, just an empty bag. It does have an additional cover, so as you can see, we can pull that out, which is good, especially for transport. Especially if you are that rugged adventurer that needs that, you know, so it's still pressing the button, so we know that works. That extra protection that works out just right for you to protect your investment, especially if you're in the middle of nowhere. It looks like this has to come off in order for it to go on, right? Which is fine, because it's pretty rugged. See, now that fits really well. Ideally, it would be best if it did not have to come off, because you might have to keep this handy inside your bag. But if you take it off, you can put it back on, or maybe you can finagle it so it works out really well. But these parts are replaceable when it comes to the rubber piece that I'm playing with right now, or the lens itself. But as you can see, I've had my Action 5 for quite some time and have taken care of it. I probably use this, and as you can see, I always keep it in this, and they weigh just about the same without this piece right here. Without the two pieces on here, it actually feels lighter. I even wonder if it's aluminum, because it's like there's no difference. The only difference is the color. The color and probably the spacing, more robust, but it's just as light, and can't really compare the difference between the two when they are disassembled with their parts that come apart like that. No, actually feels lighter, which is kind of weird. But definitely what you want, especially when you protect your investment, when you spend that much money on a camera like this. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Kind of neat, huh? Gotta love it. Hope that this video helped you. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time.